Okay guys, let's build a new house. Hi guys, welcome in this new episode. So today it's about insulation and we are going to project cork in the van and add some wood fiber. I know often people are using Armaflex. It's quite a trend at the moment in the van life. I never use it. I don't know if it's good. It doesn't seem to be super easy to set up. Maybe I'm wrong, but I already used the projected cork in the previous van, and so I'm gonna go for the same thing again. And before projecting cork, we have to clean the van. So the first step is to remove everything from the wall and the floor. I bought the van second hand and it was like covered with this kind of cheap wood a bit everywhere. The goal was not to keep anything from this, as we are going to set up and to build everything again brand new. And as soon as it was done, we have a totally empty van, and this is our start base. After this, I started to remove the dust from everywhere, every corner. I can tell that it was not done since a very long time. Here I forgot the plastic panel and the wood on the door. A good session of vacuum, and it was ready for the real cleaning process. Nothing special for this process, it's just a lot of time, good soap, and here we go for a whole afternoon of cleaning every centimeters on this van. And it's not sponsored by Coca-Cola. And now one of the most intense moments at the beginning of this new build, it's when we removed the separation between the driving area and the living area. I love this step because it's really the first feeling of okay, let's build something here. Then it was time for covering the little spot of rust with some paint protection. The good surprise is that the van is really clean, but just in case I added a bit of paint protection. And I ended with masking tape a bit everywhere to protect the little area that should not be covered by the cork. Took me quite a bit of time. I ended by night. At least it was safe to go for the next day. Spent a bit of time here wondering if I should covering with cork the plastic part above the driving seat, and we decided to protect this and probably remove this plastic at the end to add a brand new cabinet. Okay, now the van is ready for the cork to be projected. We had the chance to partner with Vipeq, which is a brand from Spain, and they are doing an amazing product here. It's the ep04. I'm not gonna detail here how to project the cork because we're gonna make a dedicated video just for that in the next episode. And here we are with the first layer of projecting cork. So it's quite easy. Again, we'll do a dedicated video just for this. But here you can see the process. It took me just a couple of hours on the first day. Obviously, once it was dry, I went for a second layer, and the second layer was a bit thicker. Okay, now the van is fully covered with cork. It feels really good already, and now the next step is to add some wood fiber. Set up the wood fiber on the floor. I started to cut some wooden clips, and the good thing is I was able to fit exactly 3 rows of wooden fiber on the floor, so that was quite convenient. The wooden clips are glued on the floor using some Sika. And between them I just installed the wood fiber. the wooden cleats are very important because it's on them that the first level of the floor is going to be set up. There is no major issues to set up the wood fiber. I tried different methods to adjust to the shape of the van. Obviously nothing is straight and easy in those vans, but at least it's easy to cut. Here I also put some silica on the holes that was on the floor. Those holes were used to set up some anchors. Obviously, it's during the last wood fiber panel that I found a good method using saw. So the next step was to cut the OSB3, that is going to be the first level of the floor. So I choose OSB3 in 18mm. Because the distance between two wooden cleats are around 57 cm, and according to the rules and the weight that is going to be on the floor, 18mm was a good option. So here I'm testing another method to adjust to the shape of the van, which was actually not too bad. Then I had to remove all the floor to level the van. It was not an easy process, but at least it gives a little reference. As the glue is giving some little difference in the height, so I decided to try to be as precise as possible using the laser, and then I can finally screw the floor on the wooden cleats. The floor is done, and now we can continue with the next step, the walls. To set up the wood fiber on the walls, it's really easy. You just have to take your time and cut at the good dimension. I used a little rope to maintain the wood fiber on the walls actually, because I didn't use any kind of tape or glue. They are going to be maintained after the paneling anyway. At last but not least, I decided to go with a controversial point. It's to add some wood fiber also in the structure of the van. Some people think it's better to let some air flow in this area. In the previous one I didn't add anything and I had a bit of condensation sometimes. So I decided to give it a try and to fill up all the structure inside the van. And this is how looks the van after the insulation. So as you can see, there is some holes for the windows in the back, and I didn't set up the wood fiber on the ceiling because we are going to do this in the same time that we are adding the wood. Voila, as you can see, there is no air barrier or vapor barrier. It's another controversial point. I didn't find any studies showing a real interest about this. We'll see, maybe it's a mistake, but now we can continue with the next step, and it's in the next episode. It's electricity. See you!